Hello everybody, you have practiced with 10 problems of multiplying. Now we're going to learn how to divide and practice with another 10. Alright, sound like a plan? Let's go. Now dividing by powers is much the same as multiplying by powers. We're still going to write them in expanded form and we're still going to recombine. But in this case, instead of smushing all of our variables together, we're actually going to try and eliminate as many as possible. See, two of the same variable dividing each other cancel each other out. So in this case, 10a to the 5th divided by 2a to the 3rd, we write it in expanded form, just like below. 10a times a times a times a times a, 2a times a times a. And then, wherever there's a matching a, we can slice and dice. Slice, dice, slice, and dice. That leaves us with 10 times a divided by 2. Then we divide the coefficients, 10 and 2, and we get our new answer. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and then I only have 2 a's left over, so a squared. 5a squared. Bamskis. On the off chance that the two numbers don't divide evenly, like into a whole number, you're going to end up with a fraction. So 2 divided by 4, well, that's just 1/2. And then we slice and dice all of these b's. That should say b, not a, right? Here we go. There we go. Slice and dice the b's. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm left with 4 b's. So 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. And then b to the 4th power, since it's on the bottom, stays on the bottom. 1/2 b to the 4th power. Or 1 over 2 times b to the 4th power. However you want to say it. Okay. Let's try some examples here. Very straightforward. A to the 4th divided by a to the 3rd. Well, that would be, x to the 4th divided by a to the 3rd. X to the 3rd. That'd be x times x times x divided by x times x times x. I must have not said an x. That sounds really familiar. We're going to cancel some stuff out. Every time there's a common x, we'll cancel it out. And that just leaves one x on top. And so my answer is just x. Box it, put a ribbon on it, and give it to a kid for Christmas. Good to go. All right, what about 12x to the 5th divided by 3x squared? Well, that would just be 12 times x times x times x times x times x. And now maybe you're starting to realize why we stopped using the x as a multiplication symbol and started using a dot, because there are a lot of x's now. And now 3x squared would be 3 times x times x. All right. Slice and dice any common x's. There you go. We have 2 of them to get rid of. And then 12 divided by 3 is 4. I got 3 x's left over, so 4x cubed, or 4x to the 3rd power. Cool. Let's go to example 3 here in the bottom left. 2x to the 4th, well, that's just 2 times x times x times x times x over x times x. So that's x squared times x cubed. X times x times x. All right, lots of x's. Let's see. Let's start canceling some stuff out here. Here's an x. Goodbye. Slice and dice. Slice and dice. Slice and dice. Oh, so we're left with a 2 on top and an x on the bottom. You know what that becomes? That just becomes 2 over x. See? And you thought this was going to be hard. Silly, silly. All right, last one. 4a over a. Well, you know what this is? Let's find out. We just slice and dice. Common a, right? Slice and dice the common a. And we're left with a 4, and so my answer is just 4. Box it up. There you go. All right. Hopefully, again, you're seeing that dividing powers really not that tricky either. Just rewrite it in expanded form. Eliminate common variables. Eliminate those common letters. And then divide by the coefficients. 12 divided by 3. 2 divided by 1, technically. Yeah. All right. You have 10 more problems. Then then it'll hopefully be around the end of the period. All right, folks. Always raise your hand. I'll come by and answer any question you got. Just try and hammer these out. All right. Okay.